Here we go. Brownies Rope Runner 2020. Day one. Let's do this. Here we go. Okay, so let's go over what we're doing today. We'll be looking at engineers and what engineers do, what forces and friction are, and then we'll be doing our activity. Okay, so who are engineers? Engineers are people who use creativity and math and STEM to solve problems. Let's see, the science that we will be using today to identify the solutions to our problem is forces. Now, what are the examples that you see here in this picture? These are all things that engineers do. Does anybody want to name some of them? You can go ahead and unmute yourself.
A rocket ship.
A
Yes.
windmill.
Uh-huh.
A bridge.
Yes.
Solar car.
Solar
Yeah.
car.
You have a car. What's that last picture there?
A bridge.
Water.
Water, yes. So engineers, we have some engineers, they build rockets and cars and mechanical things. We have engineers who help make our water cleaner and help us with having clean resources. And the others build buildings and bridges and roads. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, forces. So we have a lot of different forces today. Now, in general, a force is something that causes an object to move or remain in place. So like if you push open a door or pull open a door, that's using force. You're using force to open the door or close the door. If you roll your chair back like this, I am pushing on the ground, which is a force. So I'm using a force to move my chair back. Okay, so those are all physical forces when you're directly touching something to cause it to move. Now, in these physical forces, we also have friction and air resistance. Friction is something that makes it harder to slide objects past each other. So if you like take your hands and rub them together like that, friction is making it harder to slide them past each other. And then we have air resistance. This slows an object through moving it through the air. Have you ever like dropped a feather or a piece of paper and it takes like a long time to get to the floor? Yeah. And then if you drop like a marble or like a pencil, it like gets to the floor pretty quickly, correct? Okay, so that's because of air resistance. So air resistance slows that object, the one with more friction, and the one with less friction falls faster. Now, invisible forces, these forces you can't see. You don't push an object because that's a physical force. So invisible forces are like gravity. Gravity, which pulls objects to the earth. You can't see gravity, right? I'd be pretty impressed. And then we have magnets. Magnets is also an invisible force because they just kind of stick things together or push things apart and you can't see what is causing that to happen. So in this picture right here, we have a rope runner. So what force is keeping that rope runner in place? Do you guys have any ideas? Let's see. If we look at this rope runner, we have, what is it touching? So we're going to look at physical forces. It looks like it is on a ledge. So the ledge is pushing up on the rope runner. We have that force. And then we have gravity. Gravity is always there. So we have gravity pulling down on the rope runner. So those are our two forces in that picture. Cool. So now we're going to be making our clothespin racers. It's so much fun. So do you guys have those plastic bags that you picked up? There should be one that says Brownies on it, and that's the bag that we will be using today. So this bag should have spotlight my desk.
Do we need the paint?
We do not need paint. So can you all see my desk right here?
So we just need this, some buttons. So what do we need for our thing?
We're gonna need the bag that has the pipe cleaner, the straw, your 4 large buttons right here, a small button, a complete clothespin, and then 2 pieces of a clothespin, like that.
I
A roll of
didn't
tape.
hear the first, like the last ones. I have this thing. Is this supposed to be used today?
No, that is from the other bag. So do you have a bag that says Brownie on it?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want, you can hold up the objects. Make sure you have them.
Is this it? The 4 large buttons. The
Oh,
paper.
we have a couple of people coming in late. Let's see. You may have entered earlier. Sorry about that. Let's see. Okay.
But we also need this little paper thing.
Sticky note. Yes, you do.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's my sticky note. So we're going to be doing our activity. So if you want me, I can go over these materials.
How do I get this stuff?
You have, oh, make sure you're muted.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go over these materials again. We should have a bag that has a pipe cleaner, a straw, 4 large buttons, 1 tiny button, these blue dots, a clothespin with a hinge, clothespin without a hinge, 2 separate pieces like that, a roll of tape, a sticky note, and this cardboard piece. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you have all of that. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of yeses. Very good. Okay, so now we can get started on our activity. Okay. So we're going to be working with air resistance once we do this activity. So first, we're going to make our clothespin card. So our first step is working with this clothespin. So I'm going to need the clothespin, blue dots, and that's it for now. Okay. So I'm going to take my straw and my pipe cleaner, so I can move stuff off to the side. Need that. Okay. So your first step will be taking your clothespin and your clothespin pieces. You take 1 blue dot, like this, and put it on this end of your clothespin piece. So if you notice, when you take your pieces of clothespin, you can put them together into the shape of a clothespin. Can everybody do that for me? Take your 2 pieces of a clothespin and put them into the shape of a clothespin, like that. Okay. Once you do this, take your glue dot, there we go, and we're going to be placing it right between the 2 ends, to the handles. See? So the clothespin shape, and then this blue dot right there in the center, and we're just going to close the pin on that like that. So this is where the blue dot is between these 2 pieces. And you're just kind of holding it down like that with your fingers. Kind of looks like an alligator. You can go ahead and give me a thumbs up when you're all ready to go. Awesome. Okay, our next step will be to take 2 more glue dots and place them on either side of the hinge. So see, there should be a hinge, and you flip it over and there's another hinge, and we're going to place the glue dots on these pieces. So take the first glue dot, put that on there. And it's very sticky. There we go. Now on my clothespin, I have glue on this hinge and glue on this hinge. There we go. Got some people who are ready to go. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up when you have glue on both sides of your hinge. Okay. Getting a lot of thumbs up, but I don't think it's the majority yet. Okay, there we go. We're ready to move on. Now, we take this first piece, one with the glue dots closing this in, and we're going to slide it over your other clothespin where the glue dots are. So, just like this. So, this right here is where the hinge with the glue dot is, and the hinge with the glue dot. And we're taking these flat sides right here, and we're sticking it over the hinge. Like that. Okay. Go and give me a thumbs up when you're done with that. Okay. Let's see, Aubrey, it looks like you might be having trouble. Okay.
I can't, one of my little things broke.
Oh, well, it should be broken. So we have a clothespin that already has a hinge, that a complete clothespin that is unbroken, and then you should have a broken clothespin. Do you have that?
Yeah, but where do you put the glue thing?
Okay, so for the broken clothespin, you put the glue dot right at this end, so between these 2 pieces.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, so once you put that glue dot, it should form this open space like this, like a little alligator mouth, a nice open alligator mouth. And then you're putting that over the hinge with the glue dots. Do you have any other questions? You guys got it? Go ahead and unmute yourself if you have a question. Okay. Looks like I think we're ready to go. Oh, Audrey, do you have a question?
I can't put the thing over the, I can't put the thing over the thingy. I can't put this thing over that thing.
Mm-hmm.
What? Let's see. Oh, it's on the side, babe. Like this.
Oh, there we go. Here, I'll hold this up for you so that you guys can see it.
Oh, so there's no hinge in that one. Like this. Oh, no, like this.
There we go. And so the broken clothespin should be going over the hinges of the complete clothespin.
Is it supposed to be wiggly?
Yeah, it's okay to move around. We're also going to be taking some tape and we'll be holding it in place with that
Should
tape.
have on both sides.
So we'll be doing that as soon as we get these clothespins in the correct position. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, but for now, we're gonna let this sit and we'll be putting tape on that later. For our next step, are you guys ready to move on? Okay, we're gonna be making our wheels. So our wheels and axles. Our first step is to cut our straw. So I don't know about you, but my straw comes in a wrapper. So I'm gonna unwrap my straw. Just like that. And then I'm gonna be cutting off two 1-inch pieces of my straw. So just small little pieces like that. See how long that is? There we go. So cutting off one. And then I'm cutting off a second piece. Oh. Okay, go ahead and give me a thumbs up when you have 2 straw pieces. They're just very small. Here, I'll show you my fingers. They're about like the size of 2 fingers, 2 finger widths. Just like that. See that? 2 finger widths of straw. Okay, very good, Ella. That's a good size. You have 2 of them? Awesome, perfect. I know they're clear so you can like see through them. Okay, looks like Sophia's ready to go. How are the rest of you doing? Okay, I have another thumbs up. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up and then like hold it there so I can make sure everybody's ready. Okay, awesome. We're ready to move on. Okay, next we are going to be cutting our pipe cleaner. So this one's going to be a longer. It's going to be like that, this long, maybe 3 inches. So let's see. If you can use your little pipe, your straw piece to measure it, we're just going to be going 1, and then 2, and then 3. So it'll be about 3 straw piece lengths. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to cut my pipe cleaner right there. And then once you have your first pipe cleaner piece cut, you can use it to measure your second pipe cleaner piece. And that way they'll be the same length. Now I have 2 pipe cleaner pieces of the same length, and they're both about 3 inches. We use this to measure. Okay, so 2 straw pieces and 2 pipe cleaner pieces. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up once you have those 2 pipe cleaner pieces. Okay, I got a few thumbs up. Okay, looks like most of us are ready to go. If you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourselves and I can help you. Okay. Next up, we'll be threading 1 large button onto each pipe cleaner. So if you'll notice, the button has 2 holes on it. So we're going to be taking this pipe cleaner, going through one side of the button, bending the pipe cleaner like this, and then we're going to bend the pipe cleaner again, like this, and thread it through the side of the button, like that.
You were frozen. I couldn't hear you.
Oh no!
Just like that.
Let's see, what was the last thing you heard?
Is it like that? It's like a little candy cane?
Yeah, like a little candy cane. I like that. Yep, so you should just have a small little piece of pipe cleaner coming through the other side of the button like this. You can probably make that a little longer. You can adjust it as you need. There we go. Just like that. Okay, so we're gonna close this up like that. You're gonna just take the ends and twist them together so they're connected. Okay, does everybody have those pipe cleaner ends twisted together? Oh, off camera. Oh, yeah.
Did you put your second wheel on yet?
I have not put my second wheel on yet.
Okay.
Okay, so after you're done twisting this, we're going to take one straw piece and slide it down the pipe cleaner like that. Oops, kind of here. But there's my straw piece over my pipe cleaner. And once you have that on, you can take your second button and slide your pipe cleaner through that. I'm just going to slide that all the way down to the straw piece and fold it over and through that second hole. Like that. There we go. And then in order to get this pipe cleaner piece into the straw, you can bend this button back like that and then fold this down and push it into the straw. And then when you bend your pipe cleaner, your button back up, it'll just kind of get pushed into the straw. Okay. How are you guys doing? Do you get that process? Do you want me to go over how to do the second button again, or do you got it? I see one thumbs up.
I'm still working on it.
Okay. Do you want me to show you how to put the pipe cleaner into the straw again?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. So I have threaded one hole of my button all the way up so that it's resting against the straw piece like that. And then just like with the other one, you take this piece and you thread it through this hole right here. Like that. So I just need to get the end through, and then I can flip it around and pull it the rest of the way like that.
It's not enough. I don't think we made it long enough.
Okay. Do you have, you should have the third pipe cleaner piece. Is that one long enough to use?
Maybe I could just. There's this pipe cleaner tip and the other long one, that one that cut.
Sorry, I can't see who is talking. What is your name?
Aaliyah.
Oh, hi. Okay. Sorry, there's so many faces.
It's okay.
Okay, so you don't think your pipe cleaner is long enough?
Yeah.
Okay. How long is your third piece of pipe cleaner, the one you're not using? Is it longer?
So 2 fingers.
It's longer.
Yep.
Okay. So maybe you can try using that one. Do you want to try that?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. And if you need to, you can always cut your straw piece shorter. Because what's gonna happen is that it's gonna be stuck in the mouth of your clip. So all your straw piece has to be is wider than the clip. So if you do need to cut your straw piece shorter in order for your pipe cleaner to be long enough, you can do that, if that makes sense. Okay, did that help, Aaliyah?
Yep. I got it.
Okay. Now I'm just going to thread this piece, stick it at the mouth of the stick it in the mouth of the straw piece, and then just push the button back up again, which will push the pipe cleaner into the straw, like that. Okay, now we're going to repeat the same exact process for our second set of wheels. Okay, we're taking our other pipe cleaner, threading a button onto it, like that, bending that, and sticking it through the hole. There we have our little candy cane as it was described to me. I'm going to pinch these together and twist them a little bit so that they're connected. Take our second straw piece, slide it through the end, all the way to the button. Take our next button, slide it down the pipe cleaner all the way to the straw piece. And then we thread our pipe cleaner through the second hole of our button. Like this. Oh, my button scoots back to the button. And then once I have the candy cane on the opposite side, bend this button back like this. Hold this piece of pipe cleaner down and into the straw piece. That's it. That's right, it's right in there. You just hold that back up. Like that. Now remember, you can always bend pipe cleaners. So if your wheels are at a weird or wonky angle, you can just bend the pipe cleaner and make them right again. Just like that. My wheel was all wonky, so I had to do that. Okay, now we have 2 sets of wheels. Oh, they keep wanting to roll all over the place. Okay, so if you have any questions, go ahead and unmute yourselves or give me a thumbs up when you're ready to go. Okay, 1 thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. Oh, we got a 3rd thumbs up, 3, 4. Okay, has everybody got it? Okay. Give me a thumbs down if you need more time. Okay. Is there anything I can do to help you? Do you need me to like explain anything, or are you just working at it?
Just working on it.
Okay. Do you want me to hold mine up to the camera? Oh, you got it. Okay, awesome. Okay. How are you doing, Sophia? Do you need more time? Yes. You need me to hold my example up to the camera? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to give you another minute and then we're going to move on to our next piece. Here we go. You guys having fun? Enjoying this little activity?
Yeah.
Yay! So cool. Okay. Okay, so we're going to move on to putting this together. Our first step will be to take our tape and we're going to make this right here a little less wobbly. So take a piece of tape that is about this long. Let's see. make it about like the same length as your clothespin. And then we're gonna have two of those. So one, and then unroll that. Let's see, the length of my clothespin. Let's tear that off. There we go. 2 pieces of long tape. Okay, with those pieces of tape, we're going to wrap our top piece. So we have the clothespin, and we have our top piece right here, which is on top of the clothespin. Okay, so I'm going to set my clothespin down like this, so that the top piece is standing vertical. Like this. It's kind of falling over right now, but we will fix that. I'm going to take my first piece of tape and stick it in front of, in front of this piece, kind of at an angle like this. We're going to make like a little triangle like that. And we're going to push that down with one finger. And then it should be like this. And then we're going to press down on both sides of this tape. Like this. And we're going to fold them down the side. Like that. And then see how this is super long and it comes past the edge of the clothespin? We don't want to block it because that's where we're putting our wheel. So we're going to hold it and just drag it down like this. So we're wrapping the piece of tape around the front side. Hold that in place. And then we wrap it around the back. We're just going to wrap it straight down the sides instead of out towards the back. So wrapping it down the front and in like a diagonal direction towards the bottom. Like that. Okay. With our second piece of tape, we will be doing the same thing, but on the back. So we're going to be taking our tape, placing it around the back like this, pressing down. Oh, it looks like I kind of missed, so I'm going to take my tape off and do that. There we go. Ah. There we go. Got my piece of tape on the back right there. I'm going to just fold these sides backwards like this. And I got these little wings on the sides. I'm just going to do the same thing like I did the front. I'm going to take these and fold them down like this. I'm just going to take this side right here and just drag it down like that. How are you guys doing? You can see a couple thumbs up. I see a cat. Oh, so cute. Let's see. Is a cat a thumbs up? Does that work? Okay.
Are we supposed to fold it or like make it into wings?
We're folding it down the side, so it doesn't have to be pretty or anything. So, but we don't want the tape coming out to the sides like this. So we're gonna just fold it straight down this side.
Okay.
Okay. After this is the easy part. We take our first set of wheels. We open up our clothespin like this, and we stick the wheels in like that. And then with our second set of wheels, we're going to need a glue dot. So I'm going to come with my glue dot sheet, grab one of those, and stick it in the very center of the straw. Like that. See how that's in the very center? We're going to just place that glue dot in the very center like that. And then we're going to take our clothespin and stick the axle with the glue dot into the back of the clothespin, like that. And so that glue dot will hold it in place, so that if your straw piece doesn't come out. Okay. Now, what you have left, you guys get the axles? Do you have the wheels in place on your car? Okay, I see a couple thumbs up. Okay. So, what you have left is a tiny little yellow button, yellow or purple button. Now, with this tiny little button, we're sticking it in the mouth of our car, like that. So this is just to reduce how tight the clothespin is on your front wheels. So we're just going to put the little button in the mouth of that clothespin, like that. So maybe this was the easiest piece. There you go. Okay, and then we have our little clothespin card. What do you guys think? Did you get it? You all set? Okay, I'm seeing a couple nods and thumbs up. There we go. Yeah, go ahead and show me your car when you're all done. Very good. Okay, if you guys don't mind, would you like to hold up your cards and we can take a screenshot of all of our work together?
Yes.
Right. Okay, cool. Okay, so go ahead and hold up your cards. Can I see all your cards in your little video camera? Awesome, and then I'm going to take a screenshot in the picture.
Oh, sorry, we're here. That was in this.
This one, this one?
This one. Oh, wait, maybe function.
Okay, here we go.
And then try this. Here's green. That's green.
Oh, is that wrong one? I don't know. No. There we go. I think that's good. I think I took a screenshot. We'll hope so. I will check it out later. Thank you guys. Oh, okay, do you want to do that? Okay. She's gonna grab her phone, and then in case the screenshot didn't work out, we'll have a backup.
Try to stay out of the picture.
Oh, you?
Yes.
Very much.
All right, everybody holding up their thing.
Okay, everybody smile.
Hold up your creation, your car.
Awesome. You guys are great. Absolute models. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to share my presentation with you again. And we'll move on with it. Oh. One moment. I think there was another one. There we go. Okay. Yay, we made our Clothespin Racers. Okay, so now we are going to be doing an additional activity. We're going to be sliding these racers down a ramp. Actually, I'm going to come out of screen share. Okay, so if everybody will look at my hands, I have this great cardboard ramp right here and a stack of books. So you know how to use the stack of books? In fact, you could also just hold your ramp if you would like. I'm going to do that. And if you do have something that you're holding the ramp up against, you can use a piece of tape to hold it in place. I'm just going to unroll a little bit of tape, lift that off, and attach that to the books. Okay. Let's see, does everybody have somewhere they can put up a ramp against, whether that's books or your hand? You can hold your ramp up towards you. So what you're going to want this ramp to be facing you. So you're just going to angle the ramp like this towards me. Okay. Does everybody have their ramp ready? Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. You can also just like reach out and hold your ramp in place like that. But you're going to have to hold your ramp with one hand because your other hand will be holding the eraser. Okay. Go. So go ahead and put your ramp at a nice angle, it has to be pretty steep, or you can hold it at a steep angle with your hand. And then you're going to hold there we go. You can hold it with one hand, and then you're going to be holding your eraser with the other like this. So you're going to hold up. All right, before we do that, we have a very, very important piece of our eraser, and that is this sticky note. So you should all have a white sticky note. Do you have that on you? Okay, so we're going to take this white sticky note and stick it on the front of our eraser, like that. So it should look like a really big white sail. So what I'm doing is I'm sticking the sticky part at the base of it, and this way it'll have a lot to stick to. Because if you stick it at the top, it's probably going to fall off. So you stick the sticky part at the bottom. There you go. Just like that. Here's the back of it, and here's the front of it. Okay, so now you're going to hold your eraser again in one hand, your cardboard in the other, make a nice ramp. And then when you release your rope runner at the ramp, you're going to just kind of drop it and see what happens. Mine's kind of sliding at this awkward angle. Let's see if I can, maybe if I fix the wheels, it'll slide a little better. Just straighten out those wheels, like so. I'm going to drop it again. And it fell into my lap. There we go. See how your eraser is speedy? Going down that ramp? Ah! Ooh, almost onto the floor. There you go. Caught it just in time. There we go. So the next step is when you drop your eraser, you're going to blow on it. Like this. Oh, I was just getting this. Ah. If it's not moving at all when you drop it, this may be because your wheels are tilted. Put my wheels back in place and drop it. Maybe I need a higher angle. Let's try something. There we go. Let's make that steeper. See, having a problem with the eraser. What I'm going to do is I've noticed that the bottom of my eraser has tape that is stopping it from moving. So I'm going to take another piece of tape, like a little small one. Oh, let's say that's my tape. And just tape those pieces down flat so that they don't bother me anymore. just like that. And try dropping it again. There we go, and it slides once again. So now I'm going to try blowing on it for all of you to see. Let's see. When I blow on it, it just holds in place. And when I stop blowing on it, it falls down. So I'm blowing on it right now. And then when I stop, it falls down the ramp. Now, after you do that, we're going to take our sticky note sail and move it to the side of the rope runner, not rope runner, to the side of our racer, like that. Now it's got this really wide sail on the side of the racer. Do you guys see that? So now, when you hold your racer up at the top, like that, and then blow on it, I can't stop it as fast. How about you? So this time, when I try to blow on my racer, it doesn't immediately stop like it did when the sail was at the front. It kind of just slides down at a different angle. It still slides down. It's blowing on it slows it down a little bit, but it doesn't completely stop it like when I had sail on the front. Okay, so what does this tell us? This tells us that when there's more surface area, which is when the sail was on the front of our racer, the Matchbox car or our Clothespin car slows down by a lot. And when there's less surface area to blow on, which is when we had the sail on the side of the racer, the Matchbox car only slows down a little or not at all because there is less surface area that the wind is pushing against. Oh, oops. I forgot to share that with you. Okay, so this is our conclusion right here. So when there is more surface area to blow on, there will be more air resistance and friction, and so the racer will be slower when rolling down the ramp. But when there's less surface area for air resistance to affect it, for us to blow on, and less air resistance, then the racer will be faster, and it will roll down the ramp faster. Does that make sense? Do you guys have any questions? Go ahead and unmute yourself if you have a question. Okay. So when we apply this to our rope runners tomorrow, what we'll be looking to do is reduce surface area in order to make our rope runner faster. Just like how we move the sail to the side in order to make our cars faster. There we go. Okay, so that was our activity and little craft project for today. What do you guys think? Did you have fun?
Yeah. Yes. Can we decorate this? Can we make it like a real road? I'm gonna try and use my extras.
Yeah, you can decorate your car if you want, but we're not doing anything with our second bag of supplies yet. So our other rope runner, the bag that has your rope runner in it, we're not touching that yet. We're just gonna leave that bag to you. If that answers your question.
Paint that.
Okay, I'm gonna stop recording here.
Make it look like.